What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Ethereum today, ETH, USD. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, my friends, and let's get into it. It is the 27th day of October, and here we are sitting at about $4,200, just below there. We hit a high today of about 4,250 and stopped out right there, right at our prior areas of resistance here and prior areas of support here. So pulling back on the day so far, we got 8 hours, 24 minutes left in the day. I'm not worried about the price action at all. I don't care. Go lower, then it's fine if you do. We could go all the way back down to $4,000 and even just below $4,000. In fact, we probably do. We find support and then we move up higher, right? It's very common sometimes. Very common sometimes. It's very common, oftentimes, that we find resistance at the top of our overall consolidation phase, and that you might just kind of consolidate within the consolidation phase before you actually break out. Okay, so I do assume a breakout's coming, but perhaps we pull back a little bit further first. Let's look at the 1 hour time frame. And when I say a breakout, I don't just mean like here. I mean like we're gonna break out and go to new all-time highs, baby. It's gonna happen here pretty soon. But let's look at the 1 hour time frame first, and then we'll zoom out from there. 1 hour time frame, lots of volume coming in. We love to see it on Coinbase here. Good volume coming in as we're moving higher. That's great, right? You were stagnant, you were moving sideways, and then as you started to move higher, volume's coming in. We love to see it. 1 hour time frame here. The RSI does have a bit of a double top. You've cooled off. You're down at the 50 now. I mean, you could move higher. You don't you don't have to move lower than where you are now. This is a fine area to find support. In fact, that's exactly what you did the last couple of times. You got overbought and you found support right here in the RSI, exactly where you are now. Stochastics bounced right off the oversold zone, exactly where you are now. And the MACD, I mean, the MACD looks fine. Whatever. It's the 1 hour time frame. Yes, it's crossed red, but overall it's bullish. So I'm not worried about that. I'm not getting any kind of implications that we need to go lower here, but I wouldn't be thrown off or surprised or hurt if Ethereum went back below $4,000. In fact, I'm kind of curious what are we getting here on the liquidation levels? Looking at the past day, longs and shorts are pretty evenly matched. We might clear out those longs before we move higher. Over the past 7 days, longs are dominant. And then over the past 30 days, pretty even short to long ratio there. But maybe we clear out some longs, pile on some shorts before we start to move higher. That might happen. That makes sense. But let's look at the 4 hour time frame, see if we can determine if a lower price is suitable for Ethereum here. I'm going to use this low on the Fibonacci retracement to this high here. And you've hit the 236 basically perfectly, which coincides very well with this prior resistance point here. I don't think that the low is in, but just understand that really could have been it. That might have been it. Maybe we do move up for the rest of the day. Maybe that's it. It's very possible. Okay, so don't get hung up on what I'm about to say, because I do think we're going to move lower, but that doesn't mean it has to happen. I'm predicting that we probably see a $4,040 price, or even just below there, something around $4,000 though. It's common to wick below the 382 and then close back above it. It's very common to do that, so don't be thrown off if that's exactly what we do. We would back test again these areas of resistance, this area of resistance here, find support, and then move higher. It's actually good structure. It wouldn't be a problem at all. It wouldn't be a bad thing. The RSI is right at a point to bounce. Honestly, like if this 4 hour candle closes green, there's a solid chance that that is the low. Stochastics are right at a point to continue to maintain overboughtness as well. I say overboughtness, maintain its status in the overbought zone. 4 hour MACD is looking good. I mean, there's nothing really to go off of here. Like, yeah, you're dying off in bullish momentum, but it can build, right? You can die off and then build again, and then die off again, and then build again. Like, it's nothing really to concern yourselves with. Maybe overall, the fact that we just crossed above the zero is telling us that this is not a stopping point. We probably do continue on more, but again, short-term volatility wouldn't really be expressed here. So looking at the daily time frame, I think we nailed it right on the head right off the bat initially. You know, from here, 41.66, if we were to pull back to $4,000, just, you know, give or take 50 bucks in either direction, I wouldn't be surprised. I think it's perfect whenever we go just below key levels like that, like $4,000, we go just below there, because people think in their heads, oh, as long as Ethereum's above $4,000, it's fine. But then as soon as we break below 4,000, it's this catastrophe. But in reality, if we're looking at $4,000 right here, let's just put it as accurate as we can, right on the money. Come on now. That's close. That's like $1.10 away. 4,000 isn't respected at all. It's the levels just above, it's the levels just below $4,000 that are respected. So again, the thought here being that, oh no, as soon as we break below $4,000, we're gonna get screwed. No, that's the best time to buy probably, is if we do get below 4,000. But I do expect we'll get somewhere around there, give or take $50 as I said. And looking at the daily time frame, the RSI is bearish. Technically, at the moment, it is bearish, right? Because you've got lower lows, lower highs. You're in this kind of range, but you're shaped in a way that I could see some bullish prospects come from this, and I really do expect that to happen. I don't think that we're going to see lower lows. I don't think we're getting back into the oversold zone. I think that November will be prosperous. We'll be spending a lot of time in the overbought zone here, and when we're in the overbought zone on the RSI, that's when we do our best work. So we're going to get there. We're going to get there. Stochastics look good. The stochastics, I mean, to be fair, the stochastics suggests that we're going to continue to grow day after day until we're in the overbought zone. So maybe for the next couple of days or so, we'll see some green days. Even if today's red, even if by the end of today we got 8 hours, 19 minutes left, we come down to $4,000, the next couple of days I still think would be green. I don't expect this to be a long journey, right, to $4,000. It's going to be quick. It's going to happen over the coming hours probably, maybe by the end of the day, maybe sometime tomorrow. And then we start to rebuild, then we start to grow. Daily MACD, dealing with some bullish divergence here, right? I guess not. Kind of. Okay, kind of, right? You got a lower low here. You do have a higher low there, but overall, I really do like this structure of higher lows building in the histogram here. There's definitely something brewing. We can see it. We can see it brewing. I want to actually go to the last time that we saw something of that kind of structure. Let's see. Maybe like this over here. That's kind of similar, right? It's not as clean. What we're dealing with right now is a lot more clean, but that's nice. What happened here, right? Let's just put a line right there at what happened when we flipped green here. Right? I mean, well, there you go. Boom. Bada boom. And this is the daily time frame, right? Bada boom. We're going to see a 20% day or something like that, man. Something that's going to propel us right to new all-time highs over the next couple of weeks, I would guess. I mean, it's happening. Once we cross above that zero, I mean, this is good stuff, guys. It's really good stuff. We're likely going to continue to grow here. And again, of course, we've talked about this at length, time and time again, as we talk about these Ethereum videos. But we are going to see new all-time highs to the tune of about $8,000. If anything, and this is something that we've recently become acquainted with, I think that we could see prices just above $8,000, perhaps $9,000, $8,500, or even as high as $10,000 by the end of November. If we don't see it by the end of November, then certainly sometime in December. I wouldn't be surprised in the least if we were at $10,000 or higher by the end of December. But Ethereum's got a lot of growth to go in a very short amount of time. You know, if it's not the end of December that we're at 10K, maybe it's the end of January, but somewhere in that kind of time frame. We'll consolidate again and then push higher. One last push higher for the end of the cycle finale. I would expect that we have basically one more nice move like we did here. One more nice move up altogether. Maybe some consolidation, some volatility here or there, but more or less just a nice move up. We consolidate again like we have now since August, and then we have one last finale kind of breakout going into May or April where we'll see a 20K or more price for Ethereum. I've got nothing else. Thank you all for being here. I think I've said everything I need to say. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. The weekly RSI looks phenomenal. The stochastics are right at the 50 to bounce, and while we do have a red cross on the weekly MACD, I'm not discouraged by this at all. I think that we're fine. I think really this consolidation phase is as bullish as it really could be, and we're going to see the rewards being sown from that bullishness pretty soon. I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Hit the like button. Bye-bye.